Hello. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Anke. I live in Sedona, and I teach individuals and parents and grandparents and children how to stop bullying. I help those individuals to find their own self-esteem, their self-value, and that brings back that backbone, that famous backbone we need to stand up against bullying. Just recently, we founded the Talleyrand's Stop Bullying Foundation. And that foundation's goal is to bring to you and to children and to schools free of charge, stop bullying projects. So help us reach our goal. If you're really serious about wanting to stop bullying, go to our website, talleyrand's.com/foundation, and you will find the little button, Donate Now. Please help us to help your children. Today I would like to share something with you that is very much on my mind. I created this 3-step proven process, MMM, Mindful Meditation Moments. What this does is really brings us out into a realm of calmness. We become more self-aware, therefore we know how to handle certain situations. And when I say we, I do mean us adults, parents, grandparents, teachers, and the children. Everything we're doing, we can and will bring to our children. And you know, in the step 1 of the mindful meditation moments, the mindfulness. What is mindfulness? I firmly believe that mindfulness is something, yes, we can learn, we can teach, but it comes from inside because it fills our own mind with calmness, with self-esteem, with awareness, and especially awareness. And when we don't have it, then we see in our children that they act up. And I'm pretty sure also you have seen kids act up and scream expletives and stomp and kick and really bad behavior. No, I don't think it's bad behavior. That is the only way they know how to express their feelings, what they're experiencing, and they don't know what to do with their feelings. That is, I firmly believe, that is the reason why kids, in many, many, many cases, what we call act out. Kids don't understand yet, or they don't get it yet, what they feel, because they don't have the experience. But we, the adults, need to guide them, to try to make them understand. But first of all, we need to have the understanding that the kids need to release those feelings. They don't know, they just feel. And those feelings make them act out. When they release it, of course they feel calmer. You know, sometimes I hear all that from clients, and they come to me and, what am I going to do? We're frustrated, you feel inadequate. We don't know what to do anymore. It is very, very difficult to understand. And when we don't have the understanding and feel lost and feel inadequate and paralyzed in certain situations, believe me, I've been there, done that. And now that we know what we could do to solve a problem or to change a situation, so let's do that. And believe me, mindfulness is very much the understanding of ourselves. When we as grown-ups understand or begin to understand ourselves, we begin and understand our children who act out. We look at them a little bit different because when they do act out, we right away can say, okay, what are they feeling? And when children begin to learn what it is that makes them act out and why, we're a big step ahead, and that is what we want to achieve. A step ahead in the direction of gaining self-esteem, self-value, self-power, to stop bullying, to stand up and say, no more of that. But we do have to learn those tools and skills. You know, we can really begin helping our children when we allow our children to have a little helper. And that is why I created Tali Rance. Tali Rance is a whimsical character that speaks to children. And Tali Rance, what did you say? Oh, psst, psst, listen, listen, listen to yourself. Listen to your own voice inside. That's what Tali Rance tells the children. Because children know the difference between wrong and right. They do know. But many times they have nobody at that moment to support them, to encourage them, to stand up for their right belief. That's where Tali Rance comes in. With all the teachings of, most of all, listen, listen, and listen again. To self and, of course, to others. You know, when we say, does the child know wrong from right? Yes. Does the child know why and what makes him or her act out? No, they don't. But the feeling of wrong and right, that is there. And here is that little character that can help guide a child through many ups and downs, of course. And you know, the books go with it. And all of it you can find on talirance.com. But let's get back to our 3-step successful, very successful project here, and that is mindful meditation moments. And mindfulness is something that we can create and learn and improve. Ask your children to sit down with you, or on their own, of course, to write a list of things they're grateful for. Gratitude list. Not big things, small things. Oh, thank you, the sun is shining. Thank you for the sandwich, Mom. Thank you for, I am grateful that I am healthy. I am grateful for apple and peanut butter. I am grateful for the small things. When kids learn to say thank you or be grateful for something in their life, the small ones, that is what I want to point out. help them make a list. And those who cannot write yet, but they can express, you write it down for them and watch their faces. Watch their, wow, I did say that. After a few days or weeks, read the list. Add to the list. Alone mentioning and writing down the attitudes, not attitudes, the gratitudes we are thankful for, the things we are thankful for, creates a mood in us that already is coming. It is mindful, because that again, when we become mindful, we can give and share with others. That mindfulness goes a far way. Being mindful is also being considerate. Being mindful is becoming self-aware. Being mindful in school is kind of considering the feelings of others. And being mindful allows children to express their feelings in a way you probably would be much more pleased than when you have to watch them acting out. And that is something we can give our children, that step into mindfulness. Improving mindfulness is something. Let me share a story with you. When I was teaching in inner city schools ridden with violence and poverty, and these kids come to school in the morning without food, without having been taken care of. And when I started to teach in that school, I opened the morning with, I just turned on the classical music station. And then I asked the children to take a paper and pencil and just start drawing, painting, whatever they felt like, or write a story. I didn't mention the music. I just asked them to do that. Guess what happened? First, they were startled that I asked them to draw, do some art, something beautiful they wanted to. We did that every morning. And after a few days only, I realized, my gosh, this is the best way to bring them into the classroom emotionally. And about after 5 or even 7 days, I don't recall exactly, I did not turn on the radio. And I was almost like a mini revolution. Teacher, where's the music? I said, you don't like that music. That's classic. That's Mozart and Beethoven. No, we love it. And that showed me that bringing something to a child, not actually teaching it, but living it, role model living it. And then I asked them if they would share what they wrote or drew, and some did, some didn't. But I kept this for a long, long time. And in each child, I saw the change in mindfulness. They were not only mindful to each other or to me, but to themselves. And that is what was so powerful and beautiful. So do something in that direction. Give your children the opportunity to create a gratitude list, or even ask them to draw or paint or write to some music they have never heard before, and go by feelings and emotions. No restrictions, no suggestions, no demands. Just let them go. And you will see how mindfulness will improve greatly. If you're serious about helping to stop bullying, then go to our website, tolerance.com/foundation. click on the donate now button. Any amount helps. We need your help. 2 steps out of 3 from our 3-step process is mindfulness, meditation, and moment. And only 3 out of those 3 already bring an enormous amount of success. Step 2 is the meditation. I know sometimes the word and the meaning of meditation is not as common. And you might hesitate to say meditation. Call it stillness. The mindful stillness moment. That's fine. It doesn't matter what we name it. A meditation is finding stillness. Because I firmly believe stillness has answers. So when we find the stillness in a moment of meditation, we do find answers because we calm down our energies. We calm down anxiety. We calm down this mind chatter. And I'm saying this because children react just like that. Children react the same way. I've seen that. And I see it every day in working with children. So if you think that you, or if you know, I should say, you know that somewhere, someone in the school your children go to, someone is being bullied, maybe even your child, or it might be your child who did do the bullying. So that child is just as important to find out about mindfulness and meditation. Meditation is something that not only calms your mind, it stops the mind chatter. These things which come from the back, from the past, and why didn't I should have, then we go into these things we cannot change. So let's live in this moment, which we talk a little later. Right now, a meditation, a mindful meditation, is something that, yes, calms your nerves, brings your energy to a point that you say, wow, does that feel good? And when you reach that, together with your children can reach it. By the way, I have a wonderful story from England. I just ran across that story a few days ago. 360 elementary schools in England embraced and implemented meditation. Meditation moments in elementary schools has shown to be super, super effective. Children who act out and were sent to detention rooms are now sent to meditation rooms. What a concept. There's a meditation teacher teaching them to certain breathing techniques, calming down the nerves, of muscle relaxation together with the breathing. They teach that in schools. And the child is there for maybe minutes, maybe 10 minutes. But these schools, in the report, say that detention has almost come to zero when we realize that detention has not done what we thought it might do. But reaching out to the child's soul does more than any punishment. because we show the child that we understand. We understand that the child acts out feelings because the child cannot express the feelings yet. So in mindful meditation, we have two parts already working together. And they do those two parts of this three-step process. They work so closely together that in no time, the effect is reduced stress and improving emotional health and also physical health. You know, sometimes I say parents, especially moms, give your children the medication, and that is love and understanding. So why not ask a little bit help of the three-step process, like meditation and mindfulness and moments. So when we put them together, only the two first ones, we already achieve that the child learns how to understand his or her own actions, and they learn the what and the why. Huge process. This is amazing, but done with love and understanding. Children get it. They get it so fast. It's amazing. So I urge you to really try this at home. Do a meditation. Find the moments, not 20 minutes or half an hour. No, 3 minutes before they get out of bed, right after school, or before they walk to school, or before they go to bed. Take the time. Give your children this time of meditation, stillness, self-awareness. It's a beautiful time, believe me. Try it. It works. I'm asking you again, if you are serious, please help us bring the programs to schools. They don't have to pay for it. That's why we need your help. The Tolerance Stop Bullying Project can go into every school for free. So go to tolerance.com/foundation and find the donate button. Thank you. And now we talk about the moment. What does that mean, the moment? Is it the moment I am in right now? In this moment, you're watching me in this video. In this moment, we talk about tolerance is able to help children to reach their soul. This character can be a mediator, where we as parents don't reach the child, but tolerance can reach the child. You know, sometimes we have to be a little bit inventive. This moment I am in, this moment can be tonight when your children go to bed, the moment of meditation and mindfulness. This moment can be this morning or tomorrow morning before they go to school. This moment means the present moment, the presence of you in time, in this moment. And even if it is difficult to convince or talk your kids into, somehow I know you will coax them in to spend a moment with you. And that moment can be from the mindfulness, the gratitude list, in the meditation, we bring into that moment the stillness and looking inside, listening to our own voice of wrong and right. That moment can encompass all of that. And when you have that moment, no matter what time of the day or day of the week you create that, but you ought to have it quite often. And when you have it often, in that moment, the self-reflection goes then into, why did I act out? What made me act out? They might not think the same words, but that self-reflection sets in automatically because you have been teaching, you have been role modeling that kind of life. Thoughts also. You know, practicing the moment, the being in the now, is a gift to everybody, especially children. They don't know the concept. That's true. And meditation, so let me step back. They might not know the concept of the moment, the now, being in the now. They might not know the concept of meditation. And they might not know the concept of mindfulness. But one thing I know, they do know when they feel it. You remember a while ago, I mentioned that they feel, they don't know yet, because the experience is not there. So give them that experience. Show them that they can calm their own nerves. They can become stronger because they become self-aware. And self-value sets in. And what does that mean to have self-value? That means that you're not bullying me. I don't take it. That's what sets in. You know, we talk about teaching this and teaching that. I firmly believe that we as adults, teachers, mothers, grandparents, by the way, these are my youngest granddaughters, we have to live this and show them by living. So I urge you, ask Tolerance for help. Ask for help. Go to the Tolerance website, tolerance.com. There are so many things you can share with your children. The little one, the small ones, to the older ones. The Tolerance Foundation encompasses what we have spoken about. It encompasses programs like mindfulness, meditation, moments. This is a 3-part approach to, firstly, self-esteem, self-awareness, to learn to stand up to negative influence. And I think we have a toxic environment with an epidemic of bullying. That's why we need to strengthen our children and give them any kind of skills and tools to boost their emotional strength and therefore also their physical health. So for today, in that last part, that moment, encompass the gratitude list from the mindfulness and encompass the stillness within and bring it into the moment whenever you decide or create that moment. Give it to the children before they go to school. It makes them strong. Believe me, it does work. Just try it, okay? I promised you that you can download a few things. I have a gift for you. There's a free life coaching video I created for you, and you can download that at Anke Otto-Wolf, ANKEOTTOWOLF.shop. So enjoy it. You can also get the script for the video today at tallyrants.com. Tallyrants is, by the way, spelled, let me show you something. Spelled TOLEYRANZ.com. You find all of the goodies you would like to download and share with your children. So for today, I say thank you for being with me and spending your valuable time with me. Until next time, this is Anke in Sedona extending you to you a hug.